Hello everybody, welcome to Shogi Ramen TV. いらっしゃいませ. Let's enjoy shogi with me. Today, I will explain the professional game Ishida vs Fujii, Sota Fujii. Let's start. Ishida is Sente and Fujii is Gote. Okay. The opening will be the Kakugawari. Okay, Kakugawari. And the opening of the Kakugawari will be changing gradually, but it is difficult to explain everything. So let's see the openings. So the timing of the pushing pawn will be changing in every year, but it is not fixed yet. And about the H pawn, in the past against the H pawn is pushing back the pawn is the typical way, but in the currently this against pushing pawn and pushing pawn another edge, and if the opponent push back, then the push back this edge. This order will be changing also every year. And this style, gold and rook, and opponent is also gold and rook, is the most popular in latest 3 years. The only difference is the pawn position. And Sota chose this king, but I think typically the gold this position, Nakazumai, will be the latest Choseki, I think. And this king will give the chance to attack to the opponent, like this. So Fujii didn't take this gold, this silver. What happened if take? If the take by silver, opponent take by knight, and Fujii will escape the silver. And there is a good way to attack this silver. This dropping silver is a Joseki in the against this gold and rook style, because after taking this silver, there is a weak point here, and dropping a bishop is very strong. So Fujii didn't take the silver, okay. And Ishida tried to continue attack using the knight and backing the silver here. This silver is important because the opponent tried to attack by silver in this position with the bishop. And this king move is very nice move, because this area is dangerous, so the king position in the right side is more safe. And Ishida tried to continue attack like this, and Fujii tried to take a knight, and this knight jump is very interesting to to accelerate his attack, because after taking by knight, I think there is a possibility to take by lance. I will explain later. And Fujii chose take by knight, and if take by silver, Ishida can enter the silver with promoted. So Fuji chose the knight, and Ishida tried to attack knight. Take pawn. I think Fuji already got the knight, so he didn't take care giving the knight to opponent. He want to get a pawn, and he want to get a turn to attack. So now is a chance to attack. Pushing the pawn, and pushing the pawn. And this three pushing pawn is the basic attack in the kakugawari. It has happened many times. And if you take this pawn, Fuji can drop the pawn here and continue attack. And Ishida didn't take this pawn and take this pawn instead of the taking pawn. And Fuji tried to take the silver. If the Ishida back this silver, his attack will be slow, so he needed to go forward. And he sacrificed the silver. And Fuji take the by gold. And in this position, if the lance is here instead of the knight, I think the Ishida can enter the bishop. So the Fuji chose the knight jump, I think. And Ishida tried to attack from the H line. This is strong attack. And Fuji ignored this attack and try to attack from right side. Take by silver and dropping the pawn. This pawn is very nice pawn. If the take by gold, there is a weak point and dropping the silver here. And if take by bishop, this bishop line will lose and this attack will be getting weak. So and if move the gold here and dropping the knight here and moving this left side is weaken the castle, so there is no way against this pawn. So the Ishida tried to attack instead of the taking this pawn. And Fuji take the pawn and Ishida dropping the pawn. So this pawn is similar to this pawn. So in the kakugawari, this pawn is sometimes good to move. And at this moment, there the opponent has only the knight, so he cannot drop the here. But Ishida took the silver here. So next he wants to drop the silver here. And Fuji took the gold. And from here there's a special techniques of the Fuji. And Ishida tried to drop the silver. This silver is very strong. And next he can take the rook or gold and continue attack. And Fuji take this pawn. Oh, I was surprised because if the Ishida take this gold, Fuji's castle is very dangerous. But Ishida chose defense. So what happens? If the Ishida take the gold, it looks the Ishida win, but there is a checkmate. Like this, dropping the silver, take by gold, and dropping gold, take the gold, and dropping gold, dropping gold is better. Gold and gold, escape, dropping the pawn, take, dropping the knight. This is very long tsume. take, and promoted rook here, and try to escape here, and rook here, escape, and rook here, then checkmate. Very long checkmate, but I think it's a very easy checkmate for Sota Fujii. So then opponent Ishida also found this checkmate, so he tried to protect like this. The Fujii take this silver. This is also Tsumero. He can take gold next, and Ishida try to protect this attack. So at this moment there is a special good move, but I didn't find, and also professional players and computer analysis couldn't find the next move, because the next move, what is the next move, is taking this pawn by rook. This is very special move, and I have never thought about this. What is the meaning of this move? And take by gold. So Fujii's castle is very dangerous, because Ishida take the gold, and he can drop the rook here, but there is no checkmate next. So if the Fujii can continue the Tsumero against the castle, he will win. And this gold position is good to create the Tsumero from the Fujii. So this sacrifice of the rook is very nice move to continue attack. How to do? Jumping knight. This is Tsumero. Fujii can drop the silver here and taking the gold. This is Tsumero, and Ishida tried to protect like this, but Fujii tried to continue like this, dropping the pawn. If the Ishida took this pawn by king, if the take by bishop, what happened? Fujii can drop the knight. This knight is very strong. Next, dropping the silver and take by king and jumping the knight. Easy tsume, checkmate. And Ishida protect this and dropping the pawn. This is easy to create tsumero. So opponent cannot take the by bishop. So Ishida try to take by king, and next Fujii drop the pawn and escape the king. Fujii try to continue the tsumero. This silver is also tsumero. Next, dropping the silver. And Ishida try to protect like this. And the next move is also very surprised. This move. This move is very interesting. Ishida take by gold, but what happens take by pawn? And there is the tsume, checkmate. Dropping the bishop, take by king, dropping the bishop, escape, dropping the silver, escape. And this moment, the meaning of the sacrifice of the knight, the Fujii can drop the pawn here and take checkmate. So this is also wrong checkmate, but it's easy for Sota Fujii. And so for in the reason, Ishida cannot take by pawn, so take by gold. But there is a checkmate, another checkmate. Dropping the silver. Take by knight, take right, and dropping the bishop. And this is also great checkmate. If take this bishop, dropping the bishop is easy to checkmate, and Ishida escape and dropping the gold. And Ishida resigned at this moment because there is a tsume. Take the bishop by king, dropping the bishop, escape, and dropping the knight, escape, and moving the gold. There is great checkmate, and he remained only the pawn. So this game is very great game, and I was surprised at the special skill of the Sota Fuji in the especially end game. So thank you. See you next ramen. Bye bye.